So, good day everyone. I'm Monica Morales, and my topic for today is solid model extrusions and revolution. Key topics are the solid model, extrusion, option for extrusion. So, akong i-explain diri unsa ning solid model of extrusion, option for extrusions, meaning sa revolution, option for revolution. Then, so solid modeling is the computer modeling of 3D solid objects. The objective of solid modeling is to ensure that every surface is geometrically correct. It provides more topological information in addition to the geometrical information with help to represent the solid unambiguously. So, gamit jud kaayo ning solid modeling labi na sa industry kay ginagamit din gipakita dinhi ang mga detalye sa isa ka object in a 3D way. So, natay ko sa klase sa paggamit og solid modeling. So, first, extrusions. Extrusion creates a 3D solid from an object that encloses an area or a 3D surface from an object with open ends. Object can be extruded orthogonally from the plane of the source object in a specified direction or along a selected path. You can also specify a taper angle. So, extruded or extrusions used to extrude tool to create a solid or surface feature and to add or revolve a material. Mao na ning ang 3D himuon og 3 dimension og applyan din ang mga sukod ug makita nato ang mga distansya og sukod dinhi. So natay mga option para mahimo ang option for extrusions. So first is mode. Sets whether the extrude creates a surface or solid specify a path for extrusion. With the path option, create a solid or surface by specifying an object to be the path for the profile or shape of the extrusion. Kung mag-extrude tag object, daghan ta og option. So, the extruded object starts from the plane of the profile and ends on a plane perpendicularly. Padulong sa path hangtod sa endpoint of the path. Para sa best nga result, gamiton nato tong object snaps para sure na ang path is on or within the boundary of the object being extruded. So, example ni sa kanang option for extrusioning mode o specifying a path sa extrusion. So, third nga option is the taper angle. Tapering the extrusion is useful for defining part that required a specific taper angle, such as mold used to create metal products in a foundry. Taper angle is the extrusion is useful for defining part that required a specified taper angle, such as mold used to create metal products in foundry. Another is the direction. With the direction option, you can specify 2 points to set the length and direction of the extrusion. Expression. Enter a mathematical expression to constrain the height of the extrusion. So, another is the So, ako sa explain ang extruded. So, extruded is lahi siya sa sweeping kay when you extrude a profile along a path, the profile follows the shape of the path even if the path does not intersects the profile. Sweeping is usually provide greater control of control and better results. So lahi extruded is dili siya lahi siya sa sweeping. So mao ang sweeping karon apply ang sweeping is sa revolution. So revolution. The revolve command in AutoCAD 3D is used to create a 3D solid or surface by sweeping the object through its axis at a predefined angle. So mao to akong giingon nga dili na ma-apply ang sweeping. So these are the shape that you can revolve: planar, non-planar, open, close, solid, surfaces, circle, arcs. So the revolve command is conceptually the same as extruded command. You have a 3D base shape, but instead of extruding it is revolved around a specified axis and with a given angle. So object that can be revolved: surfaces, solids, arcs, circles, elliptical arcs, 2D and 3D splines, 2D and 3D planes, ellipses, regions, 2D. So select you cannot revolve object contained within a block or object that will self-intersect. Revolves ignore siya sa the width of a polyline and revolve from the center of the path of the polyline. So ang right hand so kung maghimo tag revolve, ang atong right hand nag-determine siya sa positive nga direction of different direction sa pag-rotate. So mo ni mga option for revolution. Mode, first mode mao gihapon mode kay ganina sa extruded naman po yung mode. So kana po yung mode dire. Controls whether the revolve action creates a solid or a surface. Surfaces are extended as either NURBS surfaces or procedural surfaces depending on the surface modeling mode system variable. So another option is the axis start point. It specifies the first point of the axis of revolution. The positive axis direction is from the first to the second point. Option for revolution. So axis endpoints sets the endpoint for the axis of revolution. Another is start angle, specifies an offset for the revolution from the plane of the object being revolved. So angle of revolution specify how far the selected object revolves about the axis. A positive angle revolves the object in a counterclockwise direction. A negative angle revolves the object in a counterclockwise direction. You can also drag the cursor to specify preview the angle of the revolution. So another objects. So object. Specify an existing object to be used as an axis. The positive axis direction is from the closest to the farthest endpoint of this object. So you can use lines, polyline segments, and linear edges of solid or surface as an axis. So take note that select an edge sub-object by pressing Control while you select an edge. So mo na siya pag so mo nang x-axis sets the positive x-axis of the current uses as the positive axis direction. So mo x-axis of anto sa full circle. Option for revolution, another ang y-axis na pod sets the positive y-axis of the current usage is as the positive axis direction. Y full circle, specify angle. sets the positive z-axis of the current UCS as the positive axis direction. Reverse, change the direction of the revolved similar to entering a minus angle value. The revolved object on the right shows as spline revolved at the same angle as the object on the left, but using the reverse option. Last expression, and enter a formula or equation to specify the revolve action. So mao tong mga options para mag-create tag revolution. Lahi silang mga options pero naapoy gamay nga same pod sila. So nakaipakita karon nga video.
I have one that's a little bit off of the y-axis, and I have one that's right on the y-axis.
Revolving about the x-axis.
Now, if we do the revolve command, I go and select the revolve command. Here I have two polylines. They're closed.
So, example ni siya sa revolving,
a little bit off of the y-axis.
Solid
and I have one
model
that's
revolve.
right on the y-axis. Now, if we do the revolve command, I go and select the revolve command.
So, sabot naman ka sa kanang extruded or extrusions.
Crossing all
those,
I hit enter.
Sa revolutions.
Down on the command line, I have these various options. I can specify the axis. I'm going to specify the axis as this green line, so it's the y-axis. I'll click on the y-axis. And now it's spinning around that y-axis. And what do I want? I'll go 360, so I'll just hit enter. Boom. Now, I'm going to go and select an orbit here, and you can see that it's got a hole in the middle, and that is because the x-axis was away from, and I'll erase this, and let's do this. Let's undo. Undo. You can see that in this case the object was away from the item, so that it creates a hole. Now, if I do the revolve command and I select this item and I revolve it around the y-axis, now I'm going to do a 360. There is no hole at this time. So you can see it's solid, it's filled in. And so I'll undo. You can see that's because the object that it was being revolved around touched right there, so it ended up making it a solid. So we can revolve around any axis, the X, Y, or Z. And if we want to, we can spin those around. And so that's how we can revolve around any X, Y, or Z axis as an option on the revolve command.
So, maura to siya akong report. Thank you for listening.